What's up, gang? I'm reporting, man, from Cartagena, Colombia. So this is interesting how I got to Cartagena this time because it's actually my birthday was last Wednesday. So I was supposed to be going to Mexico City to celebrate my birthday. If you don't know, you probably don't know, but I've been dating a Colombian girl for a couple of months. I've been knowing her for a few years. We met my second time here back in 2022. She was one of my servers at this restaurant, Mr. Miyagi, that I like to go to down here. And you know how sometimes, man, you just see your speed. She was definitely my speed. So anyway, that's a little backstory of how we met. So we've been doing our thing for a couple of months, man. And everybody know, distance shit is tough, but luckily for me, I am on my own time and I get to kind of move around when I need to. So we see each other every month and a half, 2 months, no more than 2 months. So, but anyway, birthday trip came up. I was gonna fly her to the States and didn't realize the visa process was so strenuous, you know what I mean? But I had already got her a ticket. So called the airline. The airline is like, well, you can change the flight to Canada. I wasn't going no damn Canada for my birthday. It's too damn cold. Or to Mexico. So we was like, all right, let's do Mexico. So we were supposed to spend 12 days in Mexico City. All right. So 18th, I get up that morning, fly out. She get up. She go to the airport here in Cartagena. She get on the plane. Now, the first red flag was when I knew this date was going to be some bullshit. Copa Airlines pretty much tells us, Latin women got 50 goddamn names. And I had put her last name in the wrong place. So they charged $60 to change that. But she at the airport at that time, so gotta pay it. So she gets on the plane. Now I land in Mexico City about an hour before she does. So I get my bag, but the way the airport is set up, it's not set up like Atlanta airport where you can get off, go to another gate, do your thing. They pretty much push you out into the immigration area where, all international flights are coming in. I get my bag and I ask one of the guards, can I go wait for my girlfriend? She's coming in from Colombia. He's like, no, you gotta wait out here. All right. So she texts me about 12 o'clock. She said, hey, I just landed. I'm walking the immigration. Bruh, 12:30. She sends me another message. She says, hey, send me the information for the Airbnb. I'm in immigration now. They gonna ask, where I'm going. I said, cool. Send her the information. It's about 12:30. Man, 1:30 roll around, 2:30 roll around, 3:30 roll around, 4:30 roll around. I'm still sitting out here waiting. I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. It ain't nobody in the history of customs had to wait this long unless there was a problem. So now I get up, my little broken Spanish that I do know. I go find the immigration office and I'm asking them, hey, my girlfriend was on this flight, this her name. And they're like, well, we can't give you this information. And I'm like, fuck out of here, y'all mean y'all can't give me this information. Long story short, I'm like, about 5 o'clock now, I'm like, man, I'm just about to go to the Airbnb. And I'm tired, irritated, hungry, all of that shit. So I'm like, I'm about to go to the Airbnb, and if she does get through, I'll just come back to the airport and pick her up, and we'll do our thing. So as soon as I get in the the Uber, I'm about 10 minutes from the airport. My phone rings. Now, mind you, too, this whole time I've been calling her phone, and the phone ain't dead. It's not going to voicemail, but ain't nobody pick it up. So I'm like, man, they just took her phone. I didn't want to put into the atmosphere what I knew had happened, but I knew it. So at about 5 o'clock, a little bit after 5, my phone rings, and this was my Mexican phone number. So I answer the phone, and it's my girl. Now, mind y'all, I know a little Spanish. I know what you call get by Spanish, but she only had 2 minutes to talk, and her emotions is going, so she's speaking fast as hell. But what I made out was they weren't allowing her to enter the country, and they were going to put her on a plane to go back to Cartagena. So After 2 minutes, phone just cuts off. I'm like, bro, this that bullshit. So I get to the Airbnb. I got her mom texting me, thinking that she with me, her brother, her daughter, family just texting me, and they calling, and I'm like, hey man, my Spanish ain't good enough to handle the stress of this situation. So I'm texting them back, making excuses like, hey, I can't talk right now, you gotta text me, because I can read Spanish real good. Like, I can read it great, damn near. But that live bullets is where I kind of had to start ducking, you know what I'm saying? So, man, about midnight, now I'm just in Mexico City. I'm like, okay, I know she's gonna have to go back. So what do? About midnight, she finally gets her phone. She's texting me. She's like, hey, baby, I'm on the plane. I'm sorry, they're sending me home. They wouldn't allow me. See, y'all understand, they wouldn't allow her to enter the country because they say she didn't have enough money. Like, Mexico City, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what's enough money? Yeah, I ain't had but $200 worth of pesos. Is that enough money? Like, that shit is crazy. But man, I felt so bad because she got treated like a drug mule, pretty much. She said they strip searched her. They went through her bags. She said they went through all her photos. They went through all her conversations, especially with me. So they seen some shit. You know what I'm talking about? We in a distant relationship. You know, of course they didn't see a few dick pics. So, but anyway, man. Now that I know she okay, she going back to Cartagena. I'm like, damn. So now that puts me in a bind because I ain't trying to spend Mexico City. I ain't trying to be in Mexico City for 11 days by my damn self, especially on my birthday, because she was coming to celebrate with me. This is where the shit get lame. So even though the Airbnb I had booked, I'm talking to the host, telling him what's going on. He like, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, that sucks, woo-de-woo. But he's steady telling me like, oh, well, I can send you some recommendations on restaurants and places to go. I'm like, bro, what part of this you not understanding? I'm not staying down here for no 11 days by myself. It's one thing now, y'all know me, I don't care nothing about solo trips. I take the solo trip anyway. But when you're planning to be with somebody, you're in a different mind frame. I gotta be in a different mind frame to go on a solo trip. Knowing that you're supposed to spend some time, you know, with somebody that you care about. But now all of a sudden, they couldn't make it due to some bullshit. So I'm telling bro, I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna find me a flight to go to Cartagena, man, because, you know, that was the original plan, to spend my birthday with her, you know what I'm saying? So he like, okay, cool, just let me know, I understand, you know, whatever you decide. So I send a request to cancel my reservation, which would have technically refunded some of the money, you know, for the room, because I paid about $700 for the week. I mean, for 11 days for the room, which was a good deal, but still $700. So dude hit me up 2 days later talking about. Now I'm in Cartagena at this point. Dude hit me up 2 days later talking about he couldn't do it, and you know he's offended that I even asked. And I'm like, bro, cancellations is one thing. I get it. You got to know cancellation policy, but you got to be a human at some point of this. It's like, do you know the stress that I've already been through? Like, I've not had no good experience in Mexico City. I literally got off a plane, waited for 6 hours, only to be told my girlfriend got denied entry. Had to pay another $600 to get another flight out of here because I don't want to. Yeah, I was like, dude. So I'm trying to work with her. I'm like, okay, bro, I feel that. But just, let's do half. So you basically you could double rent the room. It's like you basically already got paid for somebody that's not gonna be there for the next 11 days. I'm like, all right, take half, send me back half, we call it even. Still say he couldn't do it. I'm like, okay, bro. You know what? I'm not even finna argue about this shit, man. It's just gonna make me more stressed out. So, probably won't be going back to Mexico City. I probably won't be going back to Mexico, period, after this. It just sucks. You know, birthday turned out good. I stayed with my girl. She lived in the barrio. This was my first time really experiencing the barrio life in Cartagena. I tell you, man, it humbles you, man. It makes you really appreciative of what we have, you know, in the States and in the places that we live, man. Because these people make a lot. They do a lot with a little bit, man. Just walking around through the neighborhood, some of the people look so nice. I mean, look so happy and just appreciative about the little things that they do have. You know what I'm saying? So I actually would have stayed at my girl's spot, but them got that boy. Them mosquito boy. Listen here. She said they mosquitoes come during the rainy season, which is November, December, and a little bit of January. So I'm in the worst part of the year. This is the equivalent of being in South Georgia in July right now. It's not as far as the temperature wise, but them mosquitoes I'm talking about, man, they was in the house because you have to keep the doors open sometimes or the windows open just because they don't have air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, I got mosquito bites so bad on me. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it no more. I said, baby, we finna go to a hotel. We finna go to a hotel. So I found me a nice little Airbnb. I'm over here in the Crespo area, right by the airport, right on the beach. First time here, I stayed in this area. I didn't know it was Crespo at the time. I like this area between here and Manga. These probably my two favorite areas. Boca Grande is cool, but that's the real tourist area. Like, for example, went to the beach yesterday, and it felt weird to be on the beach not getting bothered by vendors. It wasn't nobody trying to force you to sit down in a chair with an umbrella. It wasn't nobody on the beach. It was one dude from London, a white dude from London over there doing his thing. And yeah, this is a cool little area, man. I definitely will probably stay here again. If anybody wants a link to the Airbnb, it got a damn good deal on it. I've been here since we missed the first night because it stormed so bad here in Colombia. The service went out pretty much with the phone. I couldn't get an Uber to come pick us up from her neighborhood. And so, but I wasn't even tripping because I think it's like $29 a night. And as you see, I'm right by the beach. I got the fucking ninth floor, nice size balcony, rooms chill, kitchen. Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. So, but that's it for now, man. Just wanted to kind of give my unfortunate. I can't call it unfortunate. Everything happened for a reason. You know, I look at it that way. So, no, I ain't going back to Mexico City. So, if anybody want to buy some pesos, let me know. I give you a good deal. Pennies on the dollar. I ain't finna do nothing with them.